Hey everybody, this is Tonetta, so welcome to Tonetta's Eats. Am I going to say that right? Treats and crabs. I want to make sure I got that right, okay? Happy Saturday to you all. I hope everybody's doing well. I'm coming to you all with another cooking demonstration, I guess, but part of it, because I have to, I'm actually putting this in a crock pot as well, is actually broccoli, potato, cheddar soup. I know I love Bread Company's cheddar soup, broccoli cheddar soup, and I said I want to make my own one day. So I had this broccoli in there. I'm like, I got to make something with this before it expires and go bad. So I decided to go ahead and make some soup. So some broccoli, potato, cheddar soup. Since I already had a whole, like a whole lot of potatoes, and I had everything else except for I had to go buy some more broth and some more half and half. So other than that, I had everything else to make this recipe with. So I want to go ahead and make this for you all today. Like I said, this is just going to be half of this recipe because I have to actually cook. But just to let you know what it all had, well, I took all the food out already, but it has 4 cups of broccoli florets, cut into small pieces, half a yellow onion, diced small, 2 cups of shredded carrots, which I'm just going to have to just cut up some carrots. I do have a shredder. I guess I'll just go ahead and shred them. I don't know if I want to actually take that back. I may not shred them. I may just go ahead and cut them on up, because that will take a while. 4 cups of chicken or veggie stock, and I'm not sure if I'm going to need that much for this crock pot, but we will see, I guess. 1 teaspoon of kosher salt or any kind of salt that you have. I have the crushed sea salt. Half a teaspoon of black pepper, 1/8 a teaspoon of nutmeg, 3 tablespoons of butter, 1/3 cup of all-purpose flour, 2 cups of shredded cheddar cheese, 1 cup of half and half, and that's actually towards the end. But I'm going to see if I have some a ranch seasoning mix in the pantry. I don't know if I do or not, but hopefully I do, because I can add that later on. But for this particular first 4 hours of this recipe, it says, of course, to combine the broccoli, onions, carrots, stock, salt, pepper, and nutmeg into the slow cooker and cook that for 4 hours. So that's what I'm about to start cutting up for y'all today, actually. As soon as I find a knife. Jesus Christ, my sinuses, y'all. I don't know if anybody else has any bad sinus issues, but I have always suffered from them since I was, I don't know, like late teens, I guess. And I know I'm not the only one, because my sinuses have been giving me a run around this whole past week. And now I'm going to actually go ahead and start putting in the chicken stock for this recipe, actually into the crock pot. And it called for 4 cups of chicken stock. Just a reminder, y'all. So I don't know if it's going to give me 4 cups. It should give me close to about, I actually it should give me 4 cups, because it's 32 ounces, so 8 ounces is a cup. And 4 of those is 32, so it should, whoa. It bounced in my face, y'all. So it should give me the right amount, actually, I need. I'm going to just go ahead and pour that whole entire container in there. Considering, like I said, that I know that this should be a 4 cup box of broth. I'm actually going to go ahead and just turn on the crock pot as well. And this is the broth. I got this from Schnucks. I think they were like 2 for $4, so I got 2 of these. They didn't have the vegetable ones on sale, 2 for $4, so I got 2 chicken, so that's fine. Like that's definitely fine for me. Oh, let me get the potatoes. I need to get the potatoes, y'all. Uh-oh. Trying to bend over and get these things. Alright. And y'all, I actually have no idea how many potatoes. I don't know. I'm just going to put as much as I can think in there, I guess. I don't know. I have these 4. I may put 5, it just depends. So, but right now I have 4 potatoes. And these are the russet potatoes, just to let you all know. Nothing special, just the brown russet potatoes. And I'm trying to wash them off now, y'all. And like I said, I hope you all are having a great Saturday and a great New Year thus far, because I know it is, of course, the first full week we just went over. I got through the first full week of the New Year, so I hope that you all are doing well. And I would love to hear about some of you all's goals, I guess, what you all are doing for the New Year. So if anybody's on here, because I can't tell if anybody's on there or not. Like I said, I hope you all, of course, goal planning, trying to get things together for yourself and trying to move yourself forward. Like I said, oh, Lord, I almost knocked the crock pot over. like I said, we definitely have to, of course, stop making all these excuses and why we can't get ahead and why we can't do this, why we can't do that, in order to like I said, move ourselves forward. There's too much of that going on, y'all. And I don't want you all to be in the mix of that either. Make sure that you're pushing yourself forward regardless of what's going on in this world, because I know there's a lot going on right now. We all know there's a lot going on right now from the White House down to this virus to everything else. And we definitely have to make sure that we're pushing ourselves ahead in this year. I know we say that every year. People say that every year or whatnot. Like I said, we definitely have to start being about it and taking action on those things instead of just talking about it, y'all. And I hope that those here in this community as well, like I said, I want to see y'all thrive as well. So I know this community is about food and cooking and sweets and treats and crafts and stuff like that, fun stuff. Like I said, these are the things that actually helped me throughout all these years to, of course, keep my sanity. As far as me being able to, of course, move forward in my own life with my coaching business and doing things in real estate and stuff like that. Like I said, this is what definitely helped me as far as all the things that's given me an outlet to, of course, make and create. I guess I put it that way. And I hope that you all have something that you all like to make and create as well. If so, definitely drop it down in the comments, because I definitely want to know what you all do in your pastime to, of course, help you thrive and help you, of course, gain your sanity, help you get inner peace, and help you move ahead. I may have to move this phone, y'all, because it's shaking to death on top of this countertop. I'm gonna move this phone actually, and I hope I don't mess up the camera too much. It should be all right, I'm sure. Can you see me still? I guess I still look kind of bright. I don't know if I look bright or not, but oh Lord. Okay. There we go. I guess I got as best as I can, y'all. So, but like I said, I hope that I actually would like to put. Trying to see, I should have set this up before I even started, y'all. Let me come back. I'm gonna come back over here. Actually, where I was working at last time, over here on the actual kitchen counter, so I can have the phone right next to me. And I can have the crock pot right next to me too, y'all. So, because that seemed like it was actually better, and I did have it over here. So, I'm gonna keep that over here. So, yeah, that's better. So, like I said, I'll definitely keep that over here this time. I'm moving all my stuff over here. All right. Alrighty. And this way I can actually put the food right into the crock pot once I am cutting it up. So like I said, I definitely want to move that because it was shaky up there on top of that, I guess the stovetop, whatever it's called, stovetop, I guess. But getting back to the goals and stuff like that, like I said, I know I'm trying to get my goals accomplished as well. So, I mean, I know I've been talking to you all about my coaching business and me wanting to do some other creative ventures, I guess I put it that way. Because you all know I love to, of course, as this page says, make sweets and make eats and make crafts and all that kind of stuff and just make things. I'm just a creative at heart. I've always been a creative at heart. I don't care if it was just coloring in the coloring books or whatever it was. I'm just creative all around. And that's just something, like I said, that always brings me peace. Helps me think. Especially if I have stuff going on, it helps me calm down as well. When I'm upset or something like that is going on, it helps me refocus as well. So like I said, that's definitely something that's helped me throughout the years. And like I said before, I definitely want to know what's helped you all throughout the years to gain your peace, to gain your sanity, and that kind of thing. So I definitely want to know what you all are up to and what you all have done, because it definitely could help somebody else in this particular on this page. Especially knowing what you did, how you did it, that kind of thing as well. You all can share some of that down below. Like I said, I'm cutting up the carrots, potatoes. And I'm just put my first potato. I made them just like the small little diced pieces, as you all can see. They're just like the small diced pieces. So I'm putting those into the crock pot. And like I said, I have 4. I don't know if that's going to be enough. I have no idea because I never made this recipe before. And this is a vegetarian recipe because it does not have any meat in it at all. The only thing that's meat-ish is the doggone stock, actually, because they didn't have the veggie stock on sale, and I was trying to get stuff on sale. So to let you all know how you can get stuff on sale, get stuff at a cheaper price, and of course still have a healthier lifestyle still. And of course still live and still have some hearty meals as well. And these are easy meals. I'm trying to make sure these meals are easy for those busy families, those busy individuals so that y'all can put these things on during the day, and when you get back home, they'll be done for y'all. So you wouldn't have to come home and prep, do anything. The food's still hot, food's still ready to go. So like I said, those are the kind of meals I'm trying to help you all create, if I can, in the crock pot. And for those that I cannot, of course, there'll be easy skillet meals, like that mushrooms Philly cheesesteak that I made maybe like a week or so ago, 2 weeks ago. That only took about 15 minutes to prep, and maybe 5 minutes of cooking. It really didn't take that long, y'all. So like I said, I'm definitely trying to bring the easy, the fast, and the cheap to you all, and still, of course, staying on a healthier lifestyle as well. So I know folks always talk about how it's so much to of course, buy vegetarian food or vegan food and all this kind of stuff. It actually isn't really that high. It's the same as you're buying meat. It's the same exact thing. And no, I'm not fully vegetarian. I'm not fully vegan at all. I used to be, I guess it was vegan, I know, but I can't think, alkaline. Because I was eating all whole fruits and vegetables. Nothing was cooked. That was several years ago, about 5 years ago, maybe. I think it was 5 years ago. And I was doing Dr. Seabee's fast, actually. If any of you all have heard of him, he's one of the naturopathic doctors that we did have. Rest in peace, because he was, he passed away a few years ago. But like I said, I was in this group back then trying to learn about my health and my body and disease and the cells regenerating and all that kind of stuff. And like I said, I definitely ran across his group. And like I said, that was definitely interesting. So I went ahead and joined that. That was the only time that I had been strict vegan like that, actually. Otherwise, I've had meatless Mondays. I've been vegetarian for certain parts of my life and stuff like that. But it hasn't been consistent, I guess I put it that way. And like I said, with me making these kind of healthier meals, I'm getting myself back into that mode as well. Just to let you all know. You don't have to do that. That's up to you. This is just what I'm doing. And this is just what I'm showing you all as far as how to eat healthier. I guess I'd say that. Even though I'm still making sweets. So I still do make sweets. And of course, I'm not telling you to not have any sweets, to eat all the sweets you want, that kind of thing at all. But everything is in moderation for me. It's always in moderation. I don't care what I'm doing. I don't care if it's a hamburger or if it's a broccoli cheddar soup. But I don't care what it is. Everything is always in moderation. Yes, I'm still going to make my sweets because that's where I started from. I love it. Like I said, that's where I got started making, baking, all that kind of stuff from my great-great-grandma. That's what I used to get up with her, doing all those kind of things, helping her stir up the pancake mix, and she made everything homemade every single day for us as kids. So like I said, I really love it. I really enjoyed that, and those are my roots, and I'm sticking to that. So as far as cooking and that kind of thing goes, I've always loved it. So I may not know how to make every single thing, which I don't, which is fine. But like I said, I definitely know how to make some things, and I'm making some things for you all as well, so you all can have some healthy meals too for your family. So if you so choose to do so. And like I said, I know I was away from y'all for a while. Like I said, starting my coaching business and trying to get that up and running. But I know deep in my heart, like I said, I know that creating and baking and sweets and food and all this kind of stuff, that's actually near and dear to me. And of course, making the crafts as well, that I will never stop. I guess I put it that way. So I had to make sure I come back, of course, make sure that I house all my creative endeavors here. I guess I put it that way. So that's why I included the crafts too. Because like I said, actually, I forgot to tell you all that. I was going to be making my candles today. And silly me, the first thing I need is a doggone scale to even weigh the wax and all that kind of stuff off. I'm like, that's all right. I will definitely be making those. It'll be next weekend. Because I have already ordered the scale. I ordered it from Amazon this morning. So it won't come until, I think, like mid next week or something. But, like, Lord have mercy. How the heck did I forget the scale? Don't ask, y'all. Moving too fast, not thinking what I'm doing, I'm sure. So, like I said, I definitely had to order that because I can't weigh the soy wax and all that kind of stuff. I did go buy the cocoa butter. I bought a tub of cocoa butter, so I do have that. The natural block of cocoa butter, so I have some of that. I got that from the African shop. They're called African Naturals. And I'm in St. Louis, just in case you all are wondering where I'm at. So like I said, I definitely ordered. I got that, went and picked it up yesterday to make sure that I had it, but I didn't have my scale. So I'm like, what in the world? That's all right. That's okay. It's still going to be made regardless. Nothing's going to stop that. Like I said, I've already ordered that, so. And it's shipping hopefully sometime soon, sometime today or tomorrow, so. My goodness. And getting back to what I was saying about the goals, y'all. I'm just excited, of course, for. It's not really for the new year, but it's just that, of course, I was, like I said, I am a relationship coach. I'm a social worker as well, so I have a lot of things that I'm thinking about doing or implementing and putting into the coaching business. I guess I put it that way. And like I said, one of the things that, of course, I wanted to do is to make sure that my couples created something together, because, you know, I'm a creative, like I just said, and I love to have stuff like making a business, because I've had several businesses in the past. Some were successful and some were not. But like I said, I definitely want to help my couples that are out there at least get started with something. I guess I put it that way. Like I said, get started with the business, get started with something of their passion, to create something. So like I said, I added that to my business this year, 2021. So I definitely want to make sure that I had that, because I know that with couples and the households coming up with their income and creating those businesses and stuff like that, they can definitely break generational curses. And they can definitely, of course, like I said, bring more income into their household. And they can definitely, of course, have at-home businesses, or however you want to choose to do your business, or their businesses. But like I said, that's definitely something I want to see for those couples. And like I said, I have been excited. I was talking to my partner. That was last year, around this time last year. No, actually, it was like, I think March or April. Whenever coronavirus, it was actually February or March, right when coronavirus was just kicking off and that kind of thing, and folks were losing, I guess, like being laid off because everything was being shut down. I was talking to him then about wanting to help the couples create businesses and how it's important for our communities, not just of course, well, I mean, all the communities to, of course, create businesses, and the households to have businesses and things like that. And like I was telling him, that was definitely something that I wanted to help the couples with. And I never did anything with it, y'all. That's why I'm asking y'all about y'all goals. So like I said, I never did anything with it until about a month and a half ago, I guess, when I started talking about it again. I'm like, what in the world? Because I was talking to him about some different things I want to do with the business. And he was like, okay, you already told me this last year, almost like 8-9 months ago. Why didn't you do it? So I'm like, okay, holding me accountable for the things that I say, so, which is definitely a good thing. So I'm just like, Lord have mercy. I'm like, okay, you got a point. I don't know. So therefore, it's in my business this time. I put it that way. So like I said, I know that providing these couples with at least a startup service, startup coaching for their businesses, that's definitely something that's going to help all of them. I'm pretty sure. I know that it will. I'm looking for my wooden spoon. I know that it will. Because me and my partner are creating a business as well. Actually, it's already created, actually. We're doing real estate, so I mean, it's already created. We started that several months ago. Had our first deal back in October, so that was awesome. So, and now we're actually looking, of course, trying to do some more deals, more investment deals and stuff like that, and trying to get our business thriving, I guess I put it that way. So we can, of course, buy our own property and, of course, provide housing for those in this community, in the St. Louis community, who need affordable housing. So that's what we're looking to do. That's what we're looking to do. Jesus Christ. Y'all, I gotta wash off the broccoli just in case y'all wondering what the world's going on back there. I'm washing off the broccoli. I actually gotta start cutting this up and putting it into the crock pot, so. Jesus, my throat. Me and my sinuses, y'all. Like I said, my sinuses drive me crazy. And like I said, I'm just excited for all that. And I went on ahead and made this. I'll come back over there and say all this. Give me 1 second, y'all. So I'm just excited. Shoot. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Hold on. All right now. Okay, but like I said, I'm definitely just excited. Like I said, a lot of the things that I've been wanting to do in my business, back when I'm 44 years old, y'all. So back when I was in my early 20s, I would say about 21, 22, I was talking about, I don't know, I think I may have told y'all this story already, but I'm just excited. but there was this show that came on HBO called Real Sex. I don't know if anybody watched it. I know I used to watch it. I don't know if anybody else watched it, because I've always been intrigued about sex and connection and all the fantasies and all the foreplay and all these kind of lifestyles, all this kind of stuff that has always intrigued me. So I, like I said, back then I used to watch that show and I'm like, okay, they had these couples retreats and all this stuff that they used to go on and all this fun stuff. And I was saying to myself back then that I really want to do something like that. as far as having like couples educational classes and just educational classes, period, teaching people about sex and how, I guess, sex and sexual relations and lifestyles and different things, and having fun bachelorette parties, talking about these kind of things and talking about oral sex and all this kind of stuff going on. And do you all know that I never did that? I never did it. I put it that way. And that's been over 20 years ago. And it took me until now, I put it that way, actually several months ago, let me see, I made that decision back in November, October, Lord, I don't know, one of those. But to go ahead and move forward with that. Because like I was telling myself, I'm like, okay, that's something that I've been wanting to do for the longest, and why haven't I even done it? I have no idea. That's why I said our goals are so important, y'all. If y'all have a goal that you want to accomplish, go ahead and start working on that goal. I'm 44, and that does not mean that I cannot talk about sex now or anything along those lines. Yes, I am talking about sex and making posts in my group about sex and stuff like that. And that is actually a goal of my business, of course, to help my couples have a fulfilling and thriving sex life as well. Of course, the communication has to be on point and all that kind of stuff outside the bedroom, but I definitely want to make sure that they're thriving in that area as well. So I know that sex is important to people, and I know that sex is so taboo and people don't want to talk about it and all that kind of stuff, but they want to do it all the time. And like I said, my thing is trying to help and educate people about sex and different things that go on with sex. That was always something I want to do. So I caught myself ordering these books, and they're actually in the room back there. I ordered 3 books actually, and I just, of course, brush up on my skills about sex, and but not skills, I guess, education about the body and the functions and different things like that, because that's what the books are about. One of them is called The Vagina Bible, I believe, and it just basically is a woman's health book about the vagina and stuff like that, the functions, the parts, the mons, pubis, all these kind of things going together, how they work and all that kind of stuff. It talks about like tampon use, all the stuff that us women, of course, would need for our bodies. I guess I put it that way. Would need to know for our bodies. And like I said, in talking about, I guess I read half of it so far. And the other book called Clitoris is talking about our clitoris and things like that. So like I said, that is definitely something that I've always wanted to do. And like I said, I ordered those books a few months ago, 2 months ago, whatever it was. I don't know, maybe like 2 months ago. And like I said, I've been very, very much so enjoying my readings. I guess I put it that way. Like I said, learning more about the body. Some of the things I've already known, of course, but just some of the things I need to brush up on, and some of the things I didn't realize I need to talk to my clients about. I guess I put it that way as well, that they may not have known. Just because I know it don't mean that they know it. So like I said, I definitely have to make sure I get those books and get some more education myself. Because I'm looking to become a sexpert. So like I said, I definitely have to increase my education in order to, of course, inform my clients, inform those I'm working with as far as providing the coaching services too, and also those fun parties too as well, which I haven't even got to that, but I definitely will be planning those soon. I guess I put it that way. Like I said, it's definitely something I've been wanting to do. And like I said, I know for me, it took me 20 so years to even try to start working on this goal. Like I said, I'm telling y'all, I don't care what age you are, 50, 60, 40, 20, 14, whatever age you are, start working on your goals. It's never too late to even start, to get started, and to figure out how to start. I guess I put it that way as well. So please start doing it. That's why I'm talking about goals in this particular video. Like I said, there's no reason. Back then, of course, I was kind of nervous and kind of scared to go ahead and get things going. I'm like, how's that going to look to my job, or this kind of thing, or where's my family going to stay? Because those things did run through my head. But when I had my actual relationship blog, I had family on that blog as well, and I talked about sex all the time too. Some of them were like, what are you doing now? What kind of business you have? This kind of thing. And I, of course, had to explain it to them, that kind of thing. But this was actually before I even started the coaching business. That was last year. This blog I had called Taboo Love, Sex, and Relationship Blog. That's a blog I had here on Facebook, and I had been running that blog for about 4.5, 5 years. It's shut down now because I started the business, but other than that, I definitely had that as well. And like I said, it was just definitely interesting to of course, hear what everybody had to say, and I'm like, what are you doing? You're talking about sex all the time. What is going on? I didn't know you did that, that kind of thing. And I think some of them were just intrigued that, of course, me always have been talking about it, that kind of thing, and I'm finally taking the steps forward to go ahead and get that done and start moving towards what I like and what I wanted to do and what makes me happy. I guess I put it that way. So like I said, that was definitely something. I guess I put it, and like I said, just incorporating that into my coaching business, I'm actually loving it, actually. I haven't gotten to the meeting, I guess, the nuts and bolts, I guess as they say, the nitty-gritty, that kind of thing yet. We're dealing with sex and all that kind of stuff. because I'm just starting the process. I guess I'd say that. So as far as introducing it to my group and making sure that they know, that's why Speak Your Truth is here, because that's the name of my coaching business, just to make sure that they know that. I know I did talk about some things last year about asexuality and stuff like that, and there may be some people in my group that of course are asexual, I'm sure, and some may have talked about it, just don't have a big sex drive or even care about sex like that. But I just want to make sure that they knew that that is a part of my group and part of my community and a part of my business, just so they can make the determination whether they needed to leave the group, or because they may not feel comfortable with hearing about sex all the time, or not every day, but but a lot, I guess I put it that way. So some of them made that choice and some didn't. So I still have a community up and running. I'm still, of course, adding to the community as we speak. So like I said, that's definitely something that I had to make known, I guess I put it that way. And I'm just here to tell you that if you have anything that's your goal, I don't care if it's cooking, I don't care if it's a relationship coach, I don't care if it's a business coach or whatever it is, definitely make, or any kind of, you want to dance, or you want to be a speaker, or whatever it is, definitely make sure that you're pushing towards those goals. Like I said, it's enough, of course, because I'm actually doing a vision board party, a relationship goals party in my group on the 26th of January. And I need to mention that to y'all. So if you all want to join, definitely come and join us. I'll at some point I have to make a link, because we have to do I'm choosing to do it on like a platform, something like Zoom or whatnot. I think I probably use what is it called? Google Meets, I think is what it's called. They made some changes and got some things going on there too. But I'm going to use a platform like that so we can all see each other and, of course, converse and that kind of thing as well. But like I said, we're definitely doing that. And I'm just here to tell you, if you haven't talked, even though it's about relationships, you can still schedule goals in other areas that you have. And like I said, I scheduled this and I want to do this event just to make sure my like I said, my couples and also those singles can create their own relationship goals as well. And it's definitely a good thing for you to do, in my eyes, to make sure that you know how you want to show up in your next relationship. That's definitely important. But like I said, we definitely have to make sure that we're accomplishing our goals. Like I said, I have this vision board party, this relationship goals party going on the 26th of January. But it's enough to, of course, have the party. My main thing is, of course, we can have this party. I'm worried about afterwards. I want to see people, of course, taking action on their goals or whatever kind of goals they're going to set. No, they're not going to do their whole entire vision board. Like at the actual party, that will take hours. But they're going to get the steps on how to get those vision boards and those relationship goal boards completed, so they can, of course, start moving forward. And of course, at some point, I do want to see them. I do want to see pictures of them, or they can do a video about them, talk about them, however they want to do it in my group. But like I said, the main thing is, of course, we can make them all we want, make all the goals in the world. But if you're not taking any action to at least achieve these goals, then what was the point? You have to take the action. I'm a relationship coach. I'm a social worker. And I'm a creative. And like I said, with me taking action, doing what I'm doing, cooking these meals for you all, and taking the time out to do all those things with the coaching business and whatnot, and the real estate, like I said, that's definitely something that you have to take action. Nobody's going to give you anything in life. I know people seem to think that just because they're so-and-so, or just because they have this or have that things are just going to fall on their lap. Life doesn't happen that way. You have to get up and get off your ass and take, I guess, like I said, get to action. Take action on whatever your goals are. I'm 44 years old. I had to start taking action on mine. I put it that way. I could no longer, yes, I am currently working. I am currently working at this time, but my goal is to not be working an actual job and just be working in my business, serving my couples. That's what I want to do. And like I said, serving you all with this food and all these kind of food, like healthy lifestyles and information and stuff like that as well. Like I said, this is definitely something that I love, and I want to do what I love. And I'm going to be doing what I love. Like I said, that's definitely, I'm making my vision board. Me and my partner are going to make one together, but I'm going to redo mine digitally as well. I'm going to make mine using Canva. And I'm going to talk to my couples about that too, making a digital vision board, relationship goal board is what I'm calling it. So like I said, we definitely have to get that going. Like I said, we may have all these, because January, of course, I'm calling that the month of vision. And like I said, we can have all these goals, have all this stuff going on. But if you're not taking action, then what the hell, like I said before, what is the point? There's no point in you talking about it every day and saying you're going to do this and do that, and you're not actually taking any action on it at all. Like I said, I know how that feels. I know how much I stunted my growth and trying to, of course, start a sex business. Well, coach relationship business, sexual business, I guess talking about sex and stuff like that. It took me years to, of course, go ahead and get that started. Why? Like I said, it was all kind of me blocking the areas, what I wanted to do with nobody else, regardless of what my family said, regardless of what I thought about my job might say, regardless of any of those things. It was me blocking all that. Me not having the faith, trust, and belief in myself to even get things going. Like I said, that wasn't my job's fault. That wasn't my family's fault. That was my fault. I'm just here to tell you all that's your fault as well. You can sit there and talk about whatever you want to talk about all day long, but your life is is in the way when. You have, especially if you have kids, you have family, you have people depending on you. They want to see you thrive as well, so you all can thrive. Like I said, there's no reason why we all can't thrive. And starting a business, like I said, with the couples within their families, that's going to help them. I know that. They can bring the whole family, the kids even included. They want to make cupcakes or whatever they want to do. Create business for the kids as well. So they all can thrive. Like I said, there's enough to go around for all of us. And just to let y'all know, my phone is at 46%. Hopefully it doesn't go out right away. It shouldn't. Once it gets down to like 25, I'm going to have to cut this off just to let y'all know. So I'm hoping I'm done cutting by then. I'm still cutting up this doggone broccoli, y'all. Still cutting up the broccoli. It's taking a little while. Like I said, I definitely want to just say that. Somebody out there needs to hear that, I'm sure. About their goals, about their business, what's going on, and how they can move forward in this new year and stop playing and stop procrastinating about things. And actually get the money, then get the success and give their clients or whoever their clients are, whoever their target audience is, hope. Give them, of course, services that they can use to better their lives. Like I said, we definitely have to do that. People are looking for us to speak for them, to, of course, depend on us for help and for support. And we can't just keep saying, oh, I'm going to do this one day, I'm going to do this one day, like I did. I mean, I kept saying I'm going to be a coach and do all these things. I never actually took the steps until last year to actually create a business. I guess I put it that way. Yes, I had the blog. That's different from the actual business. And like I said, I definitely had to stop telling myself all these crazy things. Am I going to do this? Am I going to be able to make this? How am I going to be able? I don't care how. God got my back, and that's how I'm going to do it. I don't care how I'm going to get it. I have no idea. God gave me these visions and this information for this business. I put it that way, and that's what I'm doing. I don't care how it's going to get there. It'll get there some kind of way. All I can do is keep taking action to move forward. Like I said, God got my back, and I know He does. I'm sure of that. Otherwise, I mean, I'm going to be out here doing what I'm doing. So like I said, I definitely know that He has my back in this. Regardless of how many bad days I may have, upset about the business, not thinking I can do it. Then, of course, the next moment, here, I got this, I'm don't do fine. A lot of business owners go through that, and I'm not the first one, I'm sure. I talk to a lot of folks, and I'm not the only one. So I know that happens a lot, especially when you're in business like that. I'm laughing, but at the time, it's not funny because I be so upset. But like I said, that's not going to stop me from moving forward. It may stop me in that moment, yes. I just don't stay down that long, no. I'm not going to stay down 4 and 5 days, a week or two, that kind of thing like I used to, I put it that way. I could be mad and hold a grudge for weeks and years, y'all, in the past, trust me. It took me years to, of course, to work on myself and to of course, make sure that I'm whole within. It took me years, y'all, and I'm just here to tell you that you all can do it too. Regardless of what kind of situation you had in the past, regardless of what you went through, anything, like I said, you could definitely do that as well. You just have to put your mind to it. That's what you want to do. If that's not what you want to do, then just don't do it. But like I said, if you put your mind to it, then go ahead and do it then. I said that's definitely something that I had to realize. I'm just stirring up this crock pot, y'all, just in case you wonder why my breast all on the screen. I'm trying to stir up this doggone crock pot. It's open, so I don't have it. I don't have the lid on. I don't need the rest of the potato. I need the carrots and the onions. I'll do the onions first. Actually, I'll do the onions last. I don't know if y'all like me, but them onions kill my eyes. Like, oh my God, they burning so bad. Like, what the hell is going on with these onions? I don't know. Somebody said there was a way you're supposed to cut them or something, but I can't never seem to. Sometimes it does work where it doesn't burn my eyes too bad at all, or burn them at all actually. But then sometimes it's just like, what in the world? And these are those white. I think they're white onions. They're actually yellow onions. And I have really not used yellow onions a lot. I've always used the red ones. And I hadn't really had much problem with the burn like that until I started using these darn white, I guess yellow onions. I keep saying white onions, but they're yellow onions. I hadn't had that problem until now. So, I'm doing the onion last, y'all. Y'all can do the onion whenever you like, but I'm doing it last for here, so. My eyes are just, I don't want to be burning that bad. Goodness gracious. And I'm not shredding these carrots, y'all, just to let you know I'm actually just cutting them up into tiny, small pieces, as small as I can get them, so. And I hope that this will be well for this crock pot, because the last time I made something with some onions, I had to that was that pot pie. I don't think I told y'all, but I had to rebake that. I had to bake it for like another hour, because the potatoes and the carrots were not done. They were still kind of hard, y'all. So I'm like, that recipe was not accurate. I put it that way. Definitely wasn't accurate. I'm like, that does not cook potatoes like that. It takes a little bit longer to cook, but it said 30 minutes or something, and that wasn't even right at all. Unless I wrote something down wrong, which I don't think I did, because I read it twice. But that just was not right, y'all. Trying to see what else. Oh, I guess I forgot what I was talking about. I was talking about how we can sometimes get frustrated with our life and our business and that kind of thing, and not have enough belief in ourselves to even move forward. Like I said, y'all, I know I've done videos about that, I'm sure, in this group before. I mean, this particular community before, talking about faith, belief, and trust. I know I've talked about it many times on my regular page as well. But like I said, at some point, we have to have that. We have to have that in ourselves. I don't care if you're looking to start a business or just working for somebody. You have to have faith in yourself that you can, of course, do that. And you're all going to accomplish whatever you're trying to set out to accomplish. Like I said, I know me trying to, of course, do the business, that kind of thing. Yes, it's very frustrating sometimes. Some days you're going to be like, oh, I can't do this shit. I hate it. It's stupid. I don't think I can do this anymore. I'm sick and tired, because I was at that point many days, actually. And my partner, of course, hearing me like, what's going on? Let's talk. What you're frustrated about? And he'll give me, of course, ideas of how to move forward, or how I can potentially move forward. And it's up to me to, of course, take those ideas or not take those ideas. Majority of the time, we talk about it, I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. And I go ahead and implement whatever it is. And like I said, we definitely have each other's back in that. I guess I can say that as well. There's definitely something I can say about that. Because I have not had a partner that, before like this, that I can, of course, that I knew had my back with stuff. Like I said, this is my first time having this kind of partner. So, and he said the same to me as well. Like I said, it's definitely something. I guess I put it that way. Uh-oh. Trying to cut up these darn carrots. But like I said, you definitely have to, whether it's your partner or a team that you have around you, have the folks around you that's going to push you forward. That's not going to keep you, of course, stuck in the past or stuck in whatever it was years ago because you did this back in the past or whatever it is. And somebody that's not going to be a hater, but somebody's going to push you forward. We all need that. Like I said, mine is my partner at this time. And I just was talking to somebody, I forgot who, I don't know, the young lady. I met her in one of the coaching groups because I have a business coach, one of the coaches that I, of course, take courses with at times and that kind of thing, and helping me with what I'm doing with the business. So I met, she posted a post about accountability partners. And I was, of course, looking for somebody, of course, outside. It was all females, so I'm, of course, looking to, of course, build other relationships outside the relationship, of course, as well. That's what we all have to do. And I mean, I have other friends and stuff like that. But I'm looking for folks in the business world as well that's doing some similar things to what I'm doing. To, of course, be accountability partners, to, of course, be mentors at some point if I can. Like I said, that's definitely something that I told myself I wanted to do in this year, was to, of course, push forward with that and at least have one or two, maybe, accountability partners. That's, of course, helped me push forward. And like I said, you can always ask people. That I put my information out there, and one of the ladies contacted me. She contacted me yesterday, asking, letting me know that she needed accountability partner as well, and that kind of thing. So we're hooking up. We've been chatting and stuff like that on Messenger. So like I said, we definitely need those kind of people, regardless of what kind of, whether it's about business, whether it's about life. Sometimes you just need somebody to talk to, somebody that can, of course, identify with you on different things. Because I know when I was going through, of course, doing my inner work and that kind of thing, of course, I mean, I had done it before, But it wasn't to the extent that I did a few years ago. And like I said, I had to reach out to people for help and assistance because a lot of the things I didn't know or knew what to do. I guess I put it that way either. And like I said, they definitely helped me. I call them my sisters and brothers, all of them. So I mean, they definitely helped me and gave me some guidance. And that's what sometimes we need that. Yes, we can find it in our partners, but we can't expect our partners to be our be all end all. I guess I put it that way. Our partners are there, of course, but like I said, we definitely have to have those outside influences as well. And I, of course, have other friends and that kind of thing too. But I'm trying to, of course, build another circle. I guess I put it that way. Because some people I know, not saying we had anything go wrong or that kind of thing, but just sometimes, you can't take everybody with you. And sometimes everybody's not in the same mindset and mind frame as you to, of course, move forward. And like I said, I realized that with some people last year. And I, of course, know that I have to do some things different. And I need to rebuild my circle, I guess I put it that way as well. I guess to a certain extent. I need some more business folks and to be more business oriented as well. So that I can have some people to turn to when I need help or when I'm trying to figure out something in the business that I may not know, that kind of thing, when I'm moving forward. And moving on up, I guess I put it that way as well. So we all, if you're in business, we all need that. And that's one thing that I said I want to network and build this year. And I also on LinkedIn as well. So I've been on LinkedIn for years. I'm an all-star member on LinkedIn actually. So I put that out there the other day as well about me needing an accountability partner. I haven't looked back at it today. I'll look at it sometime this weekend, I'm sure. But like I said, I definitely did put that out there as well on LinkedIn. So I'm not afraid to tell people what I need and what I need help with at all. And you shouldn't be either. You need help, you need support. That's what this community is here for as well. I can answer the questions as best as I can. And if I can't answer them or something's going on that I have no idea what it is, I will definitely either look it up, research it myself and help you research it as well. Or of course get you to somebody who can answer your questions. And I'm like with my coaching business. I mean, I'm not going to front and say, oh, I know all these things when I don't. I mean, I'm learning just as well as them, just as well as my couples are learning too. Some things I know, some things I don't know. So I do have to brush up on things, have to learn things. So I mean, that's going to happen. That's definitely going to happen. And if you're in business, of course, it's going to happen to you as well. Just be ready for it. Just make sure that you know that you're going to have to ask for support. And I'm not talking about monetary support, but just real life, real human support. Just can't be scared to ask for help. Because I was one of those people who, of course, which I know I'm a very strong individual. Yes, I know that. But at some point, of course, strong individuals need support too. They need somebody to depend on and need somebody to, of course, be a listening ear and that kind of thing as well when times get hard and times get rough. And of course, I'm going to do this on my own. I'm going to do this on my own. I'm going to get this. I'm going to do that and all this kind of stuff. Yes, to a certain extent, you can do a whole lot of things on your own. But there comes a time when you want somebody to talk to, when you need somebody to talk to about different things that's going on in your life. And somebody that's, of course, there to, of course, to inject some wisdom in that, I guess, in your story. I guess I put it that way. Like I said, we definitely all need that. We can't front and say that we don't. We all need that. Like I said, I know that's me with me and my wanting to be strong, which I am. Like I said, I'm a strong individual. I do know that, but like I said, I had to realize that at some point I needed people, of course, in my corner as well, like I'm in everybody else's corner. I realized that several years ago, but like I said, I definitely had to stand in that and own that I needed people in my corner as well, not just me being the savior for everybody else and I'm stuck left in my misery or whatever it is I was going through. And like I said, I definitely needed support. At first, I was like, no, I'm not asking anybody because I got this and that kind of thing. You have it to a certain extent, let me tell you that. You're not going to have it all the way through it all. You're going to have it to a certain extent. Now I'm to this onion, y'all. Lord have mercy. And you're still going, like I said, it's going to need support. I don't care how strong you are or how strong you ain't. Like I said, you definitely will need some extra support. Strong people need support too. And that's one thing that I had to realize and get through my head. I deserve support. I mean, just like everybody else deserves support or whatever it was I was giving, information or whatever it was, I deserve support as well. And like I said, that was my mindset, and I had to get over that and make some conscious steps in order to do so. Like I said, when I realized that, I'm like, okay, I gotta get myself together and ask for support. Yes, asking for support is there. Asking for any kind of help has always been difficult for me. It's getting back in the day, it was definitely a lot harder. I didn't ask anybody for support. I put it there. If I didn't have the money, whatever it was, I went without until I got it. It's how I always did things. But like I said, as the years have went on, it's getting easier and easier for me to ask for what I need. And people usually, of course, come to the rescue. Come to help, come to assist. I know somebody that got the resources or whatever it is. It was just my pride. I know it was. It was nothing else. Just my pride and me not wanting to look like I was weak because I was helping people. Asking for help, that kind of thing. And I'm just here to tell you that I know that now. That asking for help does not make you weak. It does not make you weak at all. The same thing I used to think about crying. I didn't used to cry at all and have my cry when I was by myself or whatever it was in private. Barely, not a whole lot actually anyway, but I can cry now, I'll put it that way. But like I said, I definitely had that. I had that issue as well. Not crying, it makes you weak, it makes you not look strong, that kind of thing. And I could not appear weak to anybody. That's how I've always lived my life. A lot of my years, I say that. Now, of course, I can cry. I don't care who I cry in front of now. I really don't even care. But like I said, back in the day, that's how I was. A lot of people said I act like a guy. That's how my emotions were, more masculine than feminine energies. I put it that way. And I know that me having to work through that, it was a lot. I put it that way. Even though I did it, of course, I'm here to tell you all can do the same thing as well. You all can definitely do the same thing as well. Yes, it's a lot of work. Yes. Telling yourself the truth. Telling yourself what story you've been telling yourself for years, and having the courage to actually change the story is what it took. I'm sure to tell you that's what I do as a coach. So I know how to do the process now, but like I said, it was definitely scary. I didn't know what the hell was going on. I didn't know what was going to become the outcome, anything. I didn't know how to rebuild my life at the time. I know now, I put it that way. But like I said, it definitely took some rebuilding, some rewriting my story. And like I said, I changed a mindset shift and a perspective shift. It definitely took all that. I'm sure to tell you, not just as a coach, but as a woman, that you can do it as well. If that's something that you're wanting to do, something that you're making a conscious decision to actually do, go ahead and do it. If you need my help as a coach, definitely reach out to me. But if not, you can do it on your own as well, as long as you're able to tell yourself those hard truths. I'm one that's able to tell myself the truth all the time. But like I said, some folks aren't willing to face themselves like that. I know that. And that makes it harder for those people to, of course, do the work. I guess I put it that way as well. But for those who are actually able to face themselves in the mirror, wherever you want to do it at, I guess I put it that way. You're writing, journaling, because I journaled a lot, y'all, a whole lot. Like I said, you can definitely start there. Like I said, if you need my help or need some pointers, you can always reach out to me on through Messenger. It's fine too. That's fine. But like I said, you definitely have to be able to tell yourself those hard truths and stand on it and stand in it. Now I'm washing my hands, y'all, just in case you're wondering what the heck is going on. My hands are onion smelling hands. All right now. But like I said, in order for you to of course get through telling yourself the truth and all those kind of things, you have to be willing to do that. Some people just aren't. And I know that. Even as a social worker, I saw that back when I worked with the kids and the families I used to work with all the time. Some of them just aren't willing to tell themselves that truth. And some medicated with alcohol, drugs. My parents did that as well. So like I said, you definitely, it takes a strong person to want to do something like that. And to actually want to create that change in their lives. Especially since we know that a lot of the stuff that we were told growing up wasn't the truth. I guess I put it that way. So like I said, we definitely have to make sure that's what we want to do before you even start. I guess I put it that way. But just remember that Like I said, I'm here for support as a coach. There's other people I'm sure that's here, I guess, in your life that you may have that can provide wisdom and stuff like that to you as well, I'm sure. Like I said, if not, I'm here. If you don't have anybody else. What is it? I'm trying to put some black pepper here, y'all. Says it with my sea salt. Lord, I don't know where the salt is. I don't know what I did with my sea salt. Okay, well, I'll just, what is this? What kind of salt? This is lemon. Where's my sea salt? Just a regular sea salt. Yeah, I'm looking for my bottle of sea salt. I don't see it, but I see the other one. Is this it? I think this is it. Here it is right here. See, look, no sea salt. Like I said, definitely taking that step to, of course, improve yourself, to want to get to the point where you have inner peace, you have inner happiness, I guess I put it that way. It's so freeing, I guess I put it that way as well. I feel it's just so free, I guess I can say that. Like I said, I don't feel free as far as I'm not like in jail, that kind of freedom, but just having a sense of inner peace and inner just happiness, that everything that I want to do, I know that I can do it. I can move forward in my life, not worrying about what everybody else is going to say about me, or worrying about what's going to negatively happen to me if I say so and so, these kind of things. Like I said, there's just a peace and a freedom that I had never had before. I have it now. Like I said, I definitely did not have that before. Now I'm stuttering. But that's all right. I used to stutter real bad too, y'all. Probably can't tell now, but I definitely used to. Where's the stuff? I'm looking at nutmeg. That's what I'm looking for. I'm like, where's the nutmeg? Now, I'm not sure how nutmeg goes into this recipe, but child, I don't know. Say one day, I don't know. It's kind of strange to put into a recipe, but I don't know. We'll see. So, I have that. I'm just going to stir this all up and get it all mixed up, y'all. Because I've got my carrots in here. I got the potatoes, and I got the broccoli. And I got the onions, and I got 4 cups of chicken broth. Chicken stock. Chicken stock. Keep saying broth. But chicken stock in here, y'all. Uh-oh. That's what I have in here right now. Then I gotta fix some other stuff later on. So, this has to cook for 4 hours. So this is gonna be cooking for 4 hours while well, I guess I need to. Well, this has to cook for 4 hours. Like I said, if you all want a copy of this recipe, I can actually just take a picture of this on my phone, I guess, and just post it in the comments for you all. But this is the broccoli potato cheddar soup. And like I said, I love Bread Company's cheddar broccoli soup. And I want to definitely make my own. I bought this long loaf of brioche bread, I think is what it's called. To, of course, go with this. So I can cut it up into cubes to have it to dip in, that kind of thing. I have that as well, and I'll show you all that later on. But I do have to come back and make the second part of this mixture. The second part, I don't have to make that until like 4 hours, about 4 hours from now. So I'll be back about 6:15 or so, I guess, this evening to show you all how that roux is made. Because that's like the cheddar cheese roux and that kind of thing that you actually put into the actual crock pot to make the broccoli cheddar soup. Or broccoli potato cheddar soup. Guess I put it that way. But like I said, for this, what's cooking in the crock pot right now is I did put the seasonings in there, the nutmeg, the salt and pepper, and the 4 cups of chicken stock, the sliced and diced and cut up onions, carrots, and broccoli, and I put the potatoes in there as well. So that's what this recipe called for. And I guess that's it, y'all. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and get off here. I just hope that I said something today in this video that you all could, of course, take back and think about in your own life. I guess I put it that way when it comes to your goals and when it comes to doing your work. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and get off here. But I definitely want to make sure that I show you all this crock pot once before I got off. I'm trying to switch my camera. Okay, there we go. There's the crock pot, y'all. And there's the food cooking. It's cooking on high, too. Like I said, it has to cook for 4 hours. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and get off here. Take care, y'all, and I hope y'all enjoyed this video, and I'll come back about 4 hours for another one. All right, take care, y'all. Bye-bye.